Good morrow and merry meet. My name is Audra and you are in for a treat. All right, so today is a day of Bo licking himself right next to me. So I'm super sorry if y'all can hear him doing that. He is on a mission. He's on a bit of a mission. All right. So today's video, I wanted to talk about some products that I don't think that I've talked about. A lot of it is because whenever my ADHD gets like, I feel like I film stuff and I hate all of it and then I delete a lot of it. And so the products never get discussed. And I figured before I did another bops and flops or anything of that nature, I would most certainly and definitely make sure that you knew that you'd seen these products before. All right, so before we get started, let me just do like two things and we will be rip roaring and ready to go. Sorry if you're watching this on the replay and you're waiting for me to get started. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh. Here we go. All right. So Bo is finished doing his thing. I'm finished doing my thing. And now let's get started. Hey, Taylor. Hi, Vision of You. Good morrow. All right. So everything, also quick note, everything that I discuss will be in the description box. Some of those items will have an affiliate link, which does give me a kickback, which I use to put back into my channel. I will also have affiliate codes and some non-affiliate codes in there. Just to be safe, I just say that everything's affiliated, and then that way, if it isn't, it isn't. If it is, it is. Who cares? It's all done. Hi, everybody. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Victory Begins in the Garden. Y'all, if you are in my comment section, just another quick side note, and you see Victory Begins in the Garden, please, so insightful. I love reading your comments. All right, let's get started. Okay. I'm getting weirder. All right. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and talk about, I have a basket full of goodies, by the way. There is an entire. Okay. So this might be a little bit. So if you want to listen in the background, I look forward to it. The first thing I want to talk about is the Oma Beauty Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. This is the Oma by Sharon C. This is, let me just put this in front of, Bo is pushing me. Bo. Sorry. This is their Walmart line, essentially. They have this line in Walmart. I believe that this is like $15. I'm not sure. $15 US. I can't remember. But I have this on now, and I cannot even begin to tell y'all how much I love this foundation. So this foundation, it feels like actual skin. And when I tell you that it's actually better than their Say What foundation, I am not kidding in any way, shape, or form. To me, I feel like this one's better than the Say What because it's not as liquidy, and I don't know. It just feels like it's my skin. I've gone to sleep in this and forgotten that I had it on. And the only reason I realized I had makeup on is because I do these like ridiculously colorful eyes. So this one is something where I could just like fall asleep and not know. And that's honestly something I look for in a foundation. I know that might be a weird thing, but I look for it to like just feel like so much like my skin that I wouldn't notice the difference. Oh my God, Bo is shoving me so hard. Anyways. Hi, we have Heavy on the Chayas here. If y'all aren't subscribed, please do. They have fun content. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I said hello to. Oh, Catherine, your border collie is a big fan of Bo. Awesome. Listen, Yolanda, I'm sorry. This is so good. Like, I was not expecting it to be as good as it is. I truly wasn't. And the other thing that I really like, I mean, I've made it messy because of how I've been doing it, but unlike the Say What foundation where the pump, it just feels like no matter what you do, like there's just always more foundation squirting out of it. This one actually doesn't do that, but I've been being messy as shit because I've been in rushes. But this one does not do like the squirchy squirch, like where it just like starts coming out for no reason. So I really like that. Sir. I need you to gangsta lean to the other side, please. Okay. We're gonna keep trying. Hi, Ava. I'm glad that I have something for you. Now, next up, I'm going to talk about 2 eyeshadow things. Okay. So, first of all, we have yes, I did it. The Pat McGrath Labs Mothership, I believe Sublime is what we have here. So let's open her and take a peekity peek. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. She's doing a lot of good things. She's hanging out. She's being gorgeous. She says hello. And then I also, in conjunction with that, want to talk about my Cliona shadows. Okay, let's see here. Let's open it. It's so hard trying to move things with Bo. Just like, oh gosh, oh my goddess. Okay, wait. Let me just like do this from here, and then I'm going to slowly kind of move them up. Like I like to move them up and down because it just does like so many good things for my soul. So yeah, please don't forget to like the stream. Appreciate it. And like the video if you are watching it on the replay. Thank you for watching it on the replay, by the way. I see you. I'm looking at you. Okay, anyway. So I wanted to talk about these together because first of all, I have both of these on my eyes. And do you know which is which? You know what I mean? I have both of these on my eyes. Here, oh my gosh. I did get this one on sale. So first of all, the Pat McGrath is normally $125. I got it when they were doing a 30% off sale, and it was $87.50, which is honestly, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'm only going to buy it on sale. Not because it's not worth it, but because I cannot let myself do that. I cannot do it. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm too scared. So sorry, I looked up and Taraji P. Henson's being like pushed around. I don't know what movie this is, but it's on. Oh my gosh. Audra German last name, Bougie Booty Goo. Yeah. So thank you, Peggy. I'm excited because a lot of times when my ADHD acts like this, it's so much easier to just be talking to people instead of just to the camera because it's so hard for me to try to do that. So that is what we have here. And the thing is, if I'm perfectly honest, I could really just do without almost this entire half of the palette. Like almost this entire half. I like fully enjoy the special shades. I really like this black. I have this on today. That's the green that you see. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it with my fingers. And yeah, that's the green that I have on my eyes. Motorcycle drive-by. And I'm just going to, and it has like a purple shift, but you won't really notice the purple near as much depending on what you put with it. And this look was kind of inspired by Bad to the Brow with Millie, because I saw her do like kind of a bright orangey. I believe it was the video where she was like making her own liquid multichromes. But yeah, I really like these. The special shadows are nice. I will answer that in just a second. And then my Cliona shadows. Now, here's the thing. The reason I wanted to do these in tandem is because like on my eye, I have on this shade here, which I'm going to swatch for you, as well as I believe this shade and this shade. And I will give you their shade names momentarily. So on my inner eye, I have this shade, which just comes across white on the camera getting blown out. Then this I have under here. And then of course the orangey shade is the shade that's right here. So let's go ahead and swatch all of the, oh my sweet baby Jesus. Okay, so sorry. Okay, and then do that. And then do that. Sorry. I was like, oh my God, that's so pretty. All right, so this is them all swatched out and you can see all the beauty and glory and colors in them. And one of the reasons I wanted to do these all together is specifically because whilst I understand the joy behind Pat McGrath, I get it, right? They're luxurious. It goes on like a dream. Everything just blends very easily and very well, right? Yay. But for about the same, I can really get my Clionas, and I love my Clionas. So I don't dislike Pat McGrath, right? I like it. I have foundation. I have all kinds of things from Pat, but but I just like both. So either way, if you are a singles hoe, then Cleona is going to be for you. If you want a whole ass palette, then you're going to pick up, because both of these are luxury. Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, both of these are luxury. The Cleona shadows are luxury. The three that I swatched from Cleona are going to be that are on my eyes. We're going to start with, I'm always so afraid to touch these because I'm afraid I'm going to break everything. Majesty is on the lid. Oop. I'm scared. I'm scared. Don't break anything, Audra. You can do this. You are a winner. Don't fuck anything up. All right. And then I have Glow on the inner corner. Y finalmente. Let's see if I can get this out properly and not destroy my life. It's so hard for me to grab things because I have big fingers. All right. And then the last one is Illumination, which is around, which is under here. I'm like, which is around. So yeah, that's why I wanted to swatch those together, because I think that if you want that Pat McGrath feel, you want luxury, but you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy that, or you're a singles hoe, then good for you. Good. You have both. I have a nose that is trying to run. Please hold. Okay. All right. So up next, in the shadow realm, well, I'm being weirder than usual, obviously. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a little wipety wipe. They're actually Bose wipes, and I steal them from him. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hi, how y'all doing? Now, nobody make mention of my subscriber count, okay? Because every time you do, it's like something happens and like I just lose like 100 subscribers. So like don't mention it. I think it's jinxing me. All right. So next up, let's see. I'm going to talk about the bronzer that I have on my face, which is from Salt New York. Now, I've been getting Salt New York PR for a little while. And one of the reasons I hadn't talked about it until now is because when I originally got these, I really didn't have a good grasp of working with cream anything. And what I did not want to do was like be using it wrong and say that I don't like it. Unfairly. And I do that with a lot of my makeup and a lot of my stuff. I try to keep using it, especially if I'm not familiar with it. But this is their like big old thing. You can see I've been playing in this. But this is actually quite phenomenal. One of the things that I really love about their cream formula is that it's not sticky. It doesn't have like a sticky feel after the fact. In fact, it just kind of goes like it blends easily into the skin. I'm able to use like a big floofy brush and just kind of whirl it around. Blends pretty easily. And I can mix and match them. You know what I mean? Like I can mix and match which ones I want to use to make like what color bronzer that I want to use for that day. I can play like put a little bit of the deep in and then play with this. I haven't played with this one yet, which I need to at some point. And then I love all of the cheek tints, like they're lip and cheek tints, but I'm weird about putting things on my face and then on my mouth. I can't do it. But they're actually really, really easy to use. And I like them. And I love this magnetic thing. I think the only thing that I wish that would change about this is that I do wish it was like just a smidgen bigger. I know, just a smidgen bigger. So I could put like a few more of these in, because you have to buy more of these. And I like that it zips, but you have to buy more of these. But I actually really like them. I've been using the blushes quite often. And I think one of the things that I do like about cream is the ease to get ready pretty quickly. So that is nice, but I can only really wear my creams when it is not 8,000 degrees here in Texas. Currently, we're on like a small cooling period, and I shouldn't have said anything because now it's going to be disgusting tomorrow. But I like that. Right quick to answer Amanda, Audra, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Mothership? I am not impressed, and I will say that. I feel like it looks like everything else. I don't feel like it's new. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on this. I'm like, okay, so the function of a bronzer. So it's really to warm up your face, because and it's all in how you do your makeup, right? You don't have to have a bronzer, but like if you put on your foundation, right, your skin becomes like all one even tone, especially if you do it on your entire face. Then you put on blush, whatnot, whatever. But the perimeter of your face doesn't have anything unless you contour. But the perimeter of your face has nothing really going on for it. So it kind of washes, for me, it can kind of wash you out a little bit. And this just gives like some warmth to the like perimeter of your face and gives you that feeling like the sun has smashed you in your face for like 5 seconds, especially if you didn't like if you've all been one of us who actually did in fact quarantine like we were supposed to, you didn't see the sun. So this makes it look like you've seen the sun without seeing the sun. Yeah, the bronzers are really, really pigmented. Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, it brings the warmth back. No, you're fine. You're fine. I try to answer questions as I'm moving along, so then that way I'm not just like talking at y'all for however long this live is. But yeah, I enjoy a good bronzer. I love it. And as Tina the Fancy Face said, like I used to hate bronzer back in the day, but a lot of the reason I hate it is because they didn't make it for me. So obviously, like I am who I am as a person, and I'm gonna hate it. I'm like, I hate it. I hate it. All right. So next up, we have the one thing that I do like from Lauren Conrad, which is the hand cream. You used to be able to get this at Kohl's, but now that Kohl's is partnered with Sephora, this brand is no longer there. I think you can get it on their website. Their hand cream, it's really nice. It's got a very thick, lovely consistency without leaving my hands feeling greasy. Like this is the one thing from Lauren Conrad that I like. It's, that millennial pink shade, and I'm turning it this way so you can actually kind of see what it says on the front, but because the light kind of kills it. But yeah, Lauren Conrad, the hand cream, it's actually nice. That's the only thing that I like from this. The rest of it is just overpriced dribble. Oh, hi, human puppy. I love human puppy. How's their hair? It's so big and beautiful. All right. Next up, we have the Sugar Rush Skin Treat. It is their poreless tinted moisturizer. It has a broad spectrum SPF of 20. The jury is still out on this. It's weird because on the one hand, it goes on effortlessly. Being Bio Girl, I have on Pat McGrath and Cleona on my eyeshadows. But this is okay. I don't really know how to say this. It's like it goes on like a dream. It blends out very easily. It looks pretty, but it's like greasy. It's sort of greasy. And then it like isn't greasy. It goes in between being greasy and not being greasy. Like I can never decide. So I'm gonna have to play with this one a little bit longer because I can't truly decide if I like it or not. It's like, yeah, because I was wanting like a tinted moisturizer. So I picked this up. Here's what I'm gonna say. I feel like tinted moisturizers as well as foundations that have sunscreen in them or that are trying to be a sunscreen, like the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation Sunscreen. Like this is so weird to me. I'm going to turn this way so that it's like, there we go. These are weird, okay? Because the problem is difficult. I think that the problem, like for me, they have not figured out, like this has an SPF of 50. And I find that the lower the SPF, the less greasy that the foundation is. So like the SPF 20 is a little bit more ideal if you don't want it to be like extra greasy. But this it looks good. This is the problem. They look good on your skin. They look amazing on your skin. But then they're oily and greasy. Like there's something, they have not figured out the texture to mix sunscreen with foundation to give you all of the love and all of the joy. I feel like you get the color and you get like the coverage and your skin looks glorious, fantastic, and fabulous. But the texture on them is weird AF. It just isn't good. it just isn't good. Like there's just something about, I have this one in deep, and then I have this one in 130 Sienna from L'Oreal. It's in 130 Sienna, and from Sugar Rush, I have it in deep. If I had to choose between the two of these, of which one I would like wear, it would be the Skin Treat. The Skin Treat is like less greasy and shiny, and I think that's the other problem, is that they were making a radiant serum foundation and put SPF 50 in it, and I just feel like it just no. I have oily skin, by the way, for those of you who are wondering. It's in the description box, but I have oily skin with very little skin issues. Like I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying I don't have a whole lot of different skin issues. I just mostly like a little bit of hyperpigmentation, some moles. I have some moles that I inherited from my grandpa. I have pet bites or scratches on each eye. See, that one is a cat there. And over here is a dog. Okay. So anyways, or I think it's the other way around. Who cares? The point is, I just don't feel like Sylvie. That's what it is. Sylvie spoke it. Sylvie said, I have some kind of Korean hybrid sunscreen foundation and it just will not dry down. My skin looks down, but if my mom calls me, it's done. Yes, that's what it is. They do not dry down. Unlike other like serum foundations I have, especially I feel like the lower the SPF, the less weird it is. But with both of these, this one especially, when I tried to put powder on top of the L'Oreal, it just wouldn't stay dry. It just like it didn't matter. It was like I did nothing. I would put powder on and be like, it's back. And so I think that's the thing. Like I like a dewy finish. I like to have dewy skin, but I also don't want to look like I am sweating because I am in a saw trap. Okay. I don't want to be, one of Jigsaw's disciples or anything. And I feel like these kind of do that to me where it's like, so, so that's not on that. Let me have a quick drink. I'm thirsty. It's a Topo Chico. Sponsor me, Topo Chico. Spicy water for the spicy. Okay, anyways. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think the problem is, honestly, I just feel like let SPF be SPF and let foundation be foundation. I feel like this weird hybrid thing of trying to make one makeup do too many things has to stop, because I feel like before this started happening, there was also that whole movement of like because it's like they're trying to make all of our foundations into skincare, protection from the sun, aging, helping us with aging. Like it feels like there's so many things that they're trying to do that they can't do them all at the same time. I'm like, just do one of the things. Just do one of the things well. Sylvia, call it spicy water because it's it's mineral water. It's carbonated mineral water, so I call it spicy water because it like has kick. So yeah. Hi Gregory, what's up? What's up? All right. So yes, I have oily skin. And here's the funny thing about my skin is it's like oilier in July and August because those are the two hottest months here in Texas. I hate it. I hate it. It gets so hot and I just can't stand it. I don't want to be around. And I feel like all I do is every time I try to cool off, I end up passing out for an hour to 2 hours just because it was so hot. So I'm like, it's so hot outside. And I literally go outside for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to let Bo out and do all of those things. And then I come back in, I'm like, okay, let's sit down and cool. So next, the next thing I want to talk about, this is really weird, but I've had this for a while. It is the Wet n Wild Sleeping Lip Mask. I freaking love this, okay? I love it. I love it so much. It's amazing. This one, I feel like, I don't know if they have it in any other flavor other than lavender, but it's every day I wake up, my lips are so soft. And then on top of that, whenever I use a lip scrub, baby, It's over. I use a lip scrub. I put this on. If I were dating right now, everyone that I was dating who got to kiss me would just be very impressed by the absolute softness of my lips. They would be like, "Oh, you're amazing." And I'd be like, "Yeah, girl, I am." So, anyways, this is a good buy. And I feel like it's less than $4 in the US. So I'm like, hell yeah. It's like my best friend. And if you like wonder, like, this is how much of it I've used. Like, I am definitely not shitting with you. I have been using the hell out of this since I got it, and I love it until the end of time. It's one of my favorite ones. But yeah, Emily, yeah, it is lavender. Emily, I just now noticed that you changed your Avi, and I'm living for it. I don't know where I've been, how I missed it, but yeah. Also, with lips, another one of my favorites is Fruidia. This one is like mango, but I don't know if it's Fruidia. We're just gonna say it however we want. This one is also like, I feel like it's like $5 or something like that, maybe. I love this one too. Like, these are, like, you can tell that I've been using the hell out of them. I really, yeah, like, I got this because I was starting to run out of, like, I got this because I was starting to run out of this. And I was like, no, because I believe I got this from Yes Style. And at the time I was like, I don't want to make a Yes Style order just so that I can get like another Fruitia. You know what I mean? But I just love these because even though I have, a dog who is constantly leaving Furfetti around and it gets on my lips, these just really do nice things to keep my lips in the winter and in the summer from like cracking and peeling and all that shit we don't like when that time of the year comes around, because that is hot garbage. There's nothing worse, especially when you get the splits here. That not a friend in my book. All right, next up. First of all, this is a judgment-free zone. This is a judgment-free zone. Free of judgment. We do not judge. This is a place where we come, we have tolerance, and we have love. So what I'm going to talk to you about is the Hello Kitty and Colourpop collection. Listen. Okay, here's what happened. I wanted it. So of course, I'm going to say one thing about Colourpop. These cream gel liners are just amazeballs. I actually really, really love their cream gel liners. There's not a lot of things that I like absolutely adore from Colourpop. If I'm perfectly honest, there's not a lot of things where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have that. But this is one of them. And the other one is their concealer, like the Pretty Filter concealer. These gel liners just do the most. And I have a weird waterline, especially because my eyes are always red. If you can see, like, my eyes are always red. It doesn't matter how much water I drink. It's just like my eyes stay red in the summer because it's too hot. So, and I have chronic dry eye that I inherited from my mama. Also, I also got the lip scrub in the, like, look at that. I'm keeping this container. You can't, like, I'm keeping this container, okay? And it smells divine. It is called Pineapple Pop because it's their tropical, Hello Kitty Tropical Vacation, I think is what it's called. It smells so good. Oh my God. I don't know why they make lip scrub smell good and then tell you not to eat it, because they know we're eating it. We are, right? Like, I am. I'm going to be the person who admits it. I eat my lip scrub. I don't care. It's my lip skin. And if I want to digest it, then I'm going to digest it. And I don't want to hear anything about it. Let me live my life. Next up, the packaging is so freaking cute on all of these. So these are the two blushes. And then this is the little eyeshadow palette. It's so tiny and cute. Look at it. It's so freaking cute. Like, she's like, oh my goodness. And she's like winking at me in her little bikini. Listen. And then this one, here's the thing. If you like Natasha Denona Sunset, right? But you just didn't want to spend that kind of money, and also you didn't want an entire palette, here you go. That's what I'll say. Like, that's what this does. It's like it's the miniest of mini indie sunsets. I did a look with this on some video that I ended up hating. So I really like this. Here, let me swatch a little bit for you because it's so fucking cute. Oh my God, I cannot stand it. I'm going to swatch it. And we are swatching, we are swatching, we are swatching. So this is all of them on my fingers. To my folks overseas that have an easier time getting Colourpop, I hope that this is helpful for you. It's so pretty. Okay. Bam. And it's just like a cute little color story. It's really easy, especially like, listen, if you're somebody who likes like basic with a pop, then here you go. Here you go, baby. Basic with the pop. But also, you know, you can use some of your other single shadows and, you know, pump this bad boy up if you want to. Let me turn it this way. Let me turn it to the side. And then it's just cute and it's fun and it's easy to carry around with you. Not like we're going on vacation anytime soon because... Yeah. All right. Moving on. So then I have the Aloha Honey and Island Shine. I got both of the blushes. I am actually wearing, let me try to remember because I can never remember until I'm looking at it. I am wearing the Aloha Honey blush today. So that's here, you know. I'm sorry, that was a weird noise and I apologize. But like, look how cute, like with the little pineapple babes, with the little pineapple. Come on now. You can't. And like the little cherry, she's like holding a cherry like a beach ball. Come on. Like she's having a good time. And her little tail's poking out, which is kind of awkward, but we're going to move on from that. But this is the Aloha Honey. So it is not coming across as much on camera, but it is like, and it's got a little imprint, like it's got a freaking imprint. So like, I'm going to just pop that one there. And then the next one is the Island Shine, which also has her little hair bow imprint. Y'all listen, leave me alone. Leave me to my devices to live my life the way I want to. This is more of a, like a pinky pink. And I'm just kind of doing a shitty job of swatching it on my hand because I didn't think about that at the time. So that's the two blushes swatched out. You would think it's going to be like super duper ashy, but the way that I've been applying blush lately is a little different. I've been applying it like higher up and after I put on my highlighter. So it really just helps to make my highlighter be like boom, bang, bang, and dong. So yes, like I am, you know what, Feffy? Yes. I need CP to become an empty magnetic palette brand because their empty palettes are pretty good and the designs are adorable. Yes. Yes. Okay, Catherine. The packaging is to frickin' die for. And I'm sorry, Amanda, you didn't like the gel liner pencils. I like these. I don't know why, but I just really, because like I have a weird waterline and everything's just like directly like right on top of it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I can actually see the shadow going on, like the whatever I'm putting onto it, I can see it going onto it. And then I can immediately see when it starts to leave. And these are one of the few, especially with their fun, funkier colors, that stay in my waterline for me to like look somewhat good. Hey, y'all, it's Jess. If y'all enjoy gaming and a fun spooky bitch, then hang out with Jess, the zombie girly, on Twitch. It is such a good time, especially like if you just need like background things happening, pop in, say hello in the chat, and then like hang out and like what Jess like cracks me up, especially when she gets surprised or she like messes something up in the game and then she's like, wow! So that's a fun time. All right, so next up, somebody said Essence, and I feel like now is the time to talk about this. The Essence My Skin Perfector Tinted Primer. I hate it. It is, it's supposed to have an instant blur effect. It has a natural matte finish. It's very dry, number one, and I'm just going to show you by like squirching some right here. It is, oh, look at it. Oop. Did you see that just come flying out like a turd? Look at it. It was moving on my hand. It's very dry. I don't know if it was just like old, if I got an old one, I don't know, but it's old. It's like now I have a little moisturizer turd. So let me just like poop it down. But it's super dry. And then you have to like, it comes out like really dry. And then the heat of your skin is what like gives it life. It is also like, once it starts getting life, you know, it's just, it doesn't look great on the skin, on my skin. Like it looks good on a hand. It looks good in photographs, but in real life, I'm gray. I am gray. So You like my impersonation of you? Just so yeah, it just I don't like it. I think the thing is, one, I feel like there needs to be more shades, but two, I really think that if they wanted this to be fantastic, maybe not have it be a dry turd that comes blooping out onto you, because it does have the blur effect and all of that. It like, because if you're looking at my hand, it no longer looks as old as it is. It doesn't look like it's seen 41 years, but like it just doesn't go on well. Like, ugh, the Essence foundation. I think, no, I haven't been able to try that yet. And I feel like it's because they don't have the right shade, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Ooh, thank you, Sharon. Hitting it up. Sharon doing the work. Sharon out here doing the work. Yes, I do Twitch. I think if ever you were interested in me reading my middle school cringe, that's where I've been doing it as of late. So I don't really like this. I just think that it's weird. It's another one of those weird products and it doesn't feel good. And it's like, I have it in 40 tan and I think that's like the darkest one, but like it is dry. That's the thing. Like once it's on your skin, it feels like fucking sandpaper, y'all. Like it does blur, but like don't smile, because your face gonna crack off. Like, I'm sorry. It's true. It's true. All right. Next up. So I don't think I talked to y'all about the fact that my goofy ass, when all of this launched, I picked up 3 of the Pat McGrath blushes. I am on a blush kick. Like I love to have all of the blush all the time, forever and a day. Forever and a day in the time of my life. So anyways, here is this. And I got, what did I get? I got Love Struck. I got Paradise Venus. And I got Electric Bloom. Okay, so truth time. I really like the blushes. Like they're not, like they're not like phenomenal. What you're really paying for in my opinion, because it's a very expensive blush. Like I'm weird about blush being so expensive, and I know, but like, you're paying for this like gorgeous rose design. It is very, very pigmented. It is, a matte blush, which fine. I like matte blush. I'm a fan. But you get this gorgeous design, but it is very pigmented. Like no matter what shade you choose, just prepare yourself that you might fuck yourself up a little bit. You know what I mean? You might be going in a little too strong, and there's nothing you can, like, once you've gone in strong, I think Teresa talked about this as well. Like once you've gone in strong, like you can't fix this. Like it gets on and it's on. You can't just be like, just kidding. Like, no, it's just on. It's going to be a thing. Also, thing I don't like about these, but I like the blush, but I don't like, I always find that they're so hard to open. Like I'm always having like such a difficult time being like me, and then I get it open. It takes me a second. But yeah, so it's just really, algebra review. You can do it. Algebra is my favorite. Okay. Like I like complicated math. I don't like regular math. Don't ask me what 2 + 9 is, because I don't know. But if you start like giving me complicated math that I can write out, I got you. Yes, Mother Pat really did say blush for the black oils, because like she was looking out for us, and really was like, yeah, because the thing is, like, when I want to have, one of the reasons I love Electric Bloom is when I want to have just like that really bright blush look that like so many of the melanin challenged can do. And I would get sad because I could not find it, and now I got it. So like, that's a thing. I like all 3 of the ones I picked up. I think when I show you, let's grab the other ones. Let me try to open these and not mess it up. And like blush lasts forever. So like that's the other thing, is blush lasts for freaking ever. So this one is the Paradise Venus. And I really like this blush for when I'm just being subtle AF. When I'm just like trying to like have like a subtle, like a little bit of like do I have on blush? We don't know. Is that my skin? Probably. All right. So then there's that one. And then the Love Struck is in between those two. It's in between being like wabam and like being subtle. So it's sabam. You're welcome. You're welcome for the new knowledge. I wish it's, you know what? So here's the thing. I would just get one of them. It's not going to go bad. It's not. Like honestly, there's so much like blush is one of those things I very rarely even declutter unless I just never ever reach for it. But blush is something I very rarely declutter because like it's going directly onto like my face. Sorry, I'm still sniffling. So yeah. Let me see here. I'm looking here. So yeah, don't worry about that. Like get one and then just have it for until the apocalypse comes. Naomi, I'm glad to see it's not just me. Complicated math. Like I'm just like Feffy. Yeah, they're not revolutionary. They're not going to change your life, but they are very like if you wanted a luxury blush that comes from a Black person, then there you go. If that's something that you're interested in. Then the packaging, I will definitely say that for sure and say it again. The packaging is very annoying. I think that is super annoying to me because having to struggle because there's like this little push thing. And listen, I'm always on a struggle bus trying to open things, and that always like some of them are really easy and then some of them aren't. So this one's easy. One of them's more difficult to open. Next up, we're almost through all of the products. Okay. Also in the Oma by Sharon, the Oma Beauty by Sharon, I was so excited about this. Okay. We're going to move up a little bit closer for this in just a second, but this is the Batter Boom Mascara. Y'all, first of all, this is such a good mascara. It is so good. I'm wearing it right now. It looks phenomenal. And I feel like this is like $8, maybe it's 11. I can't remember. I'm bad with remembering that, but it is relatively inexpensive to me, maybe not to you. And then I don't know if you saw anything there. I have no idea. Did you see my lashes? Let me know. If you saw my lashes, drop like a unicorn emoji in there so I know you saw them. But yeah, this mascara, ooh, bitch, look, you can see it right there. Oh, I like the way you see it right there, right there. Yes, I did bring Chingy back. You're welcome for that. Please, nobody cancel me over that. Like, listen, I love that mascara. And I was so excited because this one does not have avocado oil in it like the regular Oma Beauty one. And so it didn't, sir, no, I saw you coming. That's why I immediately got you. No, I don't want it. Thank you. But because if I don't have a hold on his little nose, then he just starts doing, you see how his foot, you see that? No. So if I hold on to his nose, he doesn't keep trying to grab me for the most part. But yeah, I really like that mascara. It's like mostly not very clumpy. It is very easy to get on, 2 coats, and you're just like killing the game. You're killing the game with that. So like, I really, really liked it. And I felt like a winner. And I currently do feel like a winner. Oh my God, I'm still talking. Let me take a quick break with my Topo Chico spicy water for the spicy. Hashtag not sponsored yet. Anyway. Next up, I want to talk about the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. If you're an oily face bitch like me, it's not Bo Jesus. Do y'all hear him aggressively licking himself? This is not for us oily face people in the summer. Now, come winter, like I have it on now. It is very pretty. Like I can only use it as concealer. If I attempt to use this to do like my entire face, like I've been doing that in the summer, taking some of my concealers and just putting them all over my face, I end up looking like a greasy mess. Like I end up looking like this part of Morgan Freeman's nose. I am not a fan. I don't want to look like that. I don't just creasy and cracky, but otherwise it's actually really nice. It's expensive. It's like $27, but it's nice. It's a very nice concealer. It goes on very easily. I like the applicator because it's got like a very slight bend to it, and then you just boop, 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 boop. I can normally do both eyes with like one pull, and then I just like do my forehead and right here. Now, I like, again, I really don't recommend, if you have oily skin, I would not be trying to use this as like a, quick all over on your face, because it's not gonna be your friend. Maybe it will. Maybe you have younger, less oily skin. Maybe you have older, oily skin that is friendlier than mine. Maybe your oily skin wants this on its face. And I love it as a concealer. I just can't use it as all over. I don't know what happens with it, but it just doesn't work out. But I really like it though. I have mine in shade 500. Yeah, I have it in 500. Okay, next. All right, next I'm going to talk about some, I got these from CXC Beauty. So first I'm going to talk about this blush palette. It's called if you don't keep the cover, you don't know. It's called the Ivy's Kiss. So there's a few things that I don't love about this. I like the colors, right? Like I can actually contour with these as well. But what I don't love is that it feels very obviously, distributed. You know what I mean? I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but it's very obviously, white label, and then they put their stuff on it, because even on the back, it just says pro.palette, 6 blush shades. It doesn't even have the name of it, right? It doesn't have the name of it. And it comes with this cover, right? Beyond Blushed. And this is really cute, right? This is a cute cover. I wish they had thought to do that, because this just looks, to me, it looks very cheap. And I don't mean that to be mean to anybody starting their brand, but this just doesn't have, I don't want to pull this out anywhere. Private label. Thank you, Gregory. Gregory, you are a godsend. Actually, a goddess send. Thank you. So that's kind of my issue with it. And especially, I feel like it was a lot of doll hairs, not like a ton of doll hairs, but let me just go look at it right now, because I feel like when I got I feel like I did get it on sale for some reason, because how I be like, I will lose my whole life on a sale. Yeah, these are about 30 bucks a pop, and I just don't feel like $30 for it to be like this is a fan. Also, when you're looking at them on the site, it looks like they have a mirror, and then it looks like there's a mirror in there. There's no mirror here. You know what I mean? So it just looks very private label for me to have paid $30 for it. And then in comparison, I feel like, let me look. There we go. Let me look at this right quick so that I can just, listen. I know that we don't like to say this person's name sometimes anymore, but it is what it is. And I'm still going to bring it up because I'm still going to bring it up because I freaking want to. In comparison, why is it doing this? Why is it being so hateful? Okay, there we go. Now we're getting where we want. In comparison, the Rouge Romance is $45. It's $15 more, but it feels even better than this. I feel like you would be just as good, honestly. Yes, $30. I know. I feel like you could just, if you want, Juvia's Place has, blush palettes. That's what I would pick up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's the thing is I kind of feel like for $30 for it to have come with this sleeve, like I'm not going to live like it's like this is the packaging that it came in, but I'm not going to carry this, right? So here's the other thing is for the brand, right? Um they have, CXC Beauty here, that's their logo, but on the back it doesn't say what this is. So if I throw this out, right? I don't really know which one this is anymore, which I'm going to throw this out now, but like, I don't really know which one this is. If I was using this and somebody was like, which blush palette are you using? I'd be like, babe, I don't know. I don't know. I think I am going to decorate the lid to make it look happy. Yeah. I think Manny's palette, let's see how much does anybody know? I'm like going right now. I'm checking because of who I am as a person, I'm trying to get like some comparison, blush palettes, because I just feel like I felt weird. Like I just didn't understand, like, like it's so pretty inside and like and let me just say, I don't have a problem with private label. I do not. But if you're going to like not do like the very bearish minimum, like the bearish of bearish minimums, like I'm not a fan. Like I'm just like, okay, so like you couldn't get a sticker, like anything, like you could like a sticker, like that was all I wanted. I was just like, can you get like a something to put on it to where I'm like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, Manny's blush palette is $35 and you can see all of the packaging. It looks really pretty. I mean, it's obviously like, it's not going to be for me because most of those tones don't work on my skin tone, but like for that to be $35 to be $5 more and have all of the design, all of the decoration, all of that, and like look phenomenal. And then I have this. They aren't for us deeper girlies. No, they are not. They are not. Yeah. Yes, the Lunar Beauty is 35. So then another thing that because whenever I try something, like whenever I try things from a brand, I try to pick up multiple items. So the next thing I got was their this thing is still on here. Hold on. Okay. This is the lightning blue palette. Okay. I wore this, and this again, there's a sleeve with it. So I can't, like, there's a problem I have with this whole situation. And it's just because of the fact that when I'm like, it says nothing on it about it at all. And I understand it's a small brand. They're starting out, bleep, blah, bleep, blah, bleep. Get some stickers, babes. I really need you to get some stickers because these palettes are $48. And in comparison, Lunar Beauty's Life's a Drag remix is $48, right? So that being said, so it's a cute palette, right? Like I actually do enjoy working with it for the most part. I'm going to say though that like I feel like this like bluey green color here was very difficult to get out. It comes out on my finger. No, it might be this green one. Like, yeah, it's the green one. Let me get in it. It like does not, like that one is the one that I have more difficulties with. The blue came out nice. The shimmers are actually kind of cute. Like it's not anything that you're going to be like, oh my God, but it's also like the green you can see. I'm showing, like, I'm doing this right now. You're watching me do this. And like, so you can see it in comparison. So, I'm not being an arsehole. That green was not, it felt like it was already panned, like that I'd already hit hard pan. And I was like, okay. So I just ended up not using it because it doesn't work. So I think there's another product that they have, which I'll talk about in my next ADHD roundup. But I think my biggest issue is like, I just kind of, oh my God. Yeah, the font does. Yeah. Yeah. Like it just, I feel like, if I feel like so many brands, there's so many new brands, right? And I just, again, I understand the need for starting from private label. I totally get that. It makes sense because you're still trying to figure out what what formulas you want to make and all of that good stuff. But I feel like if you're going to charge 48 doll hairs, I want all of this information to just be here, and like put this here, and also it feels like a lot of their site doesn't really feature anybody but them. So like if you go to Instagram, their Instagram, a lot of it is like just them, just him, like, and I'm like, okay then. So this is like a miss for me. Like I will still, because I think you can put different shadows in here. You can take these out, I believe, because they have refills. Yeah. So likely what I'm going to do is just take out some of these and put in other stuff, but we'll see. We will see. But, I would feel like, honestly, if you were going to give me this, then I really feel like at most I'd probably pay like, 10, $15 for that. 10. I'd probably pay like $10 for all of it together. So, but they do have one product that I absolutely adore. And I'll talk about that in my next ADHD roundup. Okay. We have 3 more products and then we are free. Y'all are free. And then we'll do answering some more questions and chit chatties. So then that way y'all don't feel like you're here stuck with me forever. Yes. Tama, yes. $48. Like, yeah, it was a little rough. Like I was just like, oh my God, is that bird fighting another bird? Sure is. He's like, get up out of here. This is my food. He got the wings up. And the tail is a flappity flapping. He's like, get the hell up out of here. This is my food. Now he's eating. Okay. Oop. He still got the wings back up. He's like, Now he done crawled onto the food. I'm sorry, you're getting a bird play-by-play. I did call this the ADHD Beauty Roundup, and this is why. Okay. Like, I'm just watching. I don't know what he's doing. He seems to be, I felt like he had to do like a whole to-do to get to the food. So it was still like a lot. He was like, oh yeah. Anyways, moving forward. Y'all. The Lancome Prep and Hydrate. You know how everybody was trying to get you in on that like other one, their like OG, whatever the hell that was, the oily one. Let me see if I can remember. What is it called? And they had tricked us. I'm looking it up right now. It's like everybody's OG primer. This is why I freaking hate Bing. Anyways, it was Lancome La Base. How could I forget that? It's like literally like so easy. Lancome La Base. And I'm done. That is garbage to me and my oily face. The Lancome, I'm sorry. But the Lancome La Base, people were like, oh yeah, this is my holy grail. You know what? I'm an oily face batch. I don't like putting those kind, like that oily synthetic on my face. It looks like hot garbage. However, the Prep and Hydrate, I love it. Because here's why I like, especially if you have oily skin and you use like a matte foundation, like you have oily skin and you're like, I want to have some dewiness to my skin, but I don't want to use a dewy foundation because I know that my oily skin is going to bleed through that pretty quickly. This is your friend. You get the Prep and Hydrate. Then you put your matte foundation on top of it. And then you get this, what I have, because this is a pretty like natural finish, mattish. I feel like they called it, I don't know if they said anything, perfecture de teinte. I'm working on my French. Anyways, they just call it like skin perfecting in real life. And I feel like they didn't really specify what kind of finish it has. I feel like it's more of a matte like foundation, deep natural matte. And the thing is, if I don't want to look matte, yes. So I have that under. It is a little bit sticky. It's a little bit sticky. It does feel a little bit weird. All right, Catherine, have a good dinner. Enjoy yourself. Yes. There's going to be another live on Saturday. And there's also one tomorrow because it's Thursday. So, so I really like this. I'm so glad I picked this up because I was like, I just wanted to give something else a try. I was so annoyed at the La Base and I was like, that's not my cup of tea. And then I was like, I'm going to try something else. I'm just going to try something else and not just be such a bitter ass bitch because I get bitter and I don't like being like that. So here we go. Now, in more world of indie shadows or independent, this is a Black-owned brand, Omas Cosmetics. It's the Oma Licha eyeshadow palette. This is cute. It's a little too big for me. Like it's a little bit too big. And there's a few shades that are too similar to one another, in my opinion. I feel like they could have really brought this down by removing all of this, like almost all of this. They could have just been like, bye. Honestly, if this entire bottom row wasn't here, it'd be fine. Like, boom. See what I mean? Cohesive, adorable, gorgeous. This just added a little bit of confusion. So, but because I play with makeup, obviously I get it. But I really like it. The formula is really easy. The black is black, 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 black. So, and the shimmers are cute. Like they're not, they're nothing that you're like, oh my God. But I think this is a brand we need to keep an eye out for because we may start seeing some more fun stuff from them. And then these are just 3 of the shimmers. I'm just doing them very lightly. So I think where they need a little bit of help is kind of like on their greens, but then the bronzier shades they've done a very good job with. So I think, I'm going to keep an eye out for them, but I didn't have any problems with the mattes. They're very easy to work with. It was kind of a very this is more of your basic, I'm going to work palette, and it works fairly easily. Everything blends together pretty easy. So I did like that. So yeah. I like the names. Kachi. Okay. And for the grand finale, guess what showed up at my house? The Adept Kodan. I'm never sure if I'm saying it right. Okay. Listen, we're not going to talk about whether or not I'm saying it right. What we are going to do though is open it. Now it's time for the Adept ASMR moment. This bitch is beautiful. She makes me forget my name. All right. I know that there are people who are like, I don't like the matte shades. I want them to all be shimmery. However, ACM 33 and ACM 34 look amazing. Look really good. The pigmentation is there, babes. It's very, very pink. It's not coming through because of the light really just shining and being a dick, but Okay, now we're getting really excited. Okay, ACI 32. Okay, I always say 1 because look at that. Look at that. Make it your bitch. When you're looking at it, y'all see it, right? You can see it as purple. When you look at it head on in person, okay. It's burnt orange, in person, you can see it right here. If you look down, it's like a burnt orangey shade. But when I flip it to you, is it pinky purple? Yes, bitch, it is. Which makes this the perfect base for so many of the other shades in here. Also, it looks and feels like it's so soft. The palette itself looks really soft and but it's not soft. And then you have, oh my God. ACI 31. Oh my God. ACI 27. Oh my God. Yes. Let's just get in there. You have to be, gentle with the lady. She doesn't like you to go in too hard because she wants to, relax. Oh my God. Sweet baby Jesus. This is such a beautiful, grungy, shimmery palette. Look at these. Oh my God. And in person, This one here is pink and this is green. Okay. So we have burnt orange, we have pink, and we have green. Okay. But then let me see if I can get it to where it's green. There we go. And then when I turn it though, what kind of magic is this? What? It's so, oh my God. There's two of them, Naomi. There's two like multi-chromes in here that really just, I don't know the magic behind this. I don't care. Ooh, Thorn is live on Twitch. We will be over there shortly. But yeah, this, because ACI 132 and ACI 127 like provide a base for all the shit here. And then if you're like, oh, well, I just want to use like a little bit of this ACM 34 is a beautiful green. It is a gorgeous hunter green. And I don't feel like I've seen anybody really make like a grungy shimmery palette like that. But yeah, there's the green right there. Is my hand in the right position? I don't know. Yes. Like, y'all, don't. When will I'm sorry. It's stunning. It is like, it was worth it to wait. I know that there are a lot of people who get in their feels about, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I know there are a lot of people who get in their feels about pre-orders and all of that. The one thing that I will say that I do really like about a pre-order for me, c'est moi, is because I forget about it. Like I forget. And then one day I get a notification because like that's how my ADHD rolls and I have a terrible working memory. So I forget about it. And then like one day I get a notification. It's like, it's shipping. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about you. Thank you. Come on in, girl. And then for me, the other thing is I just realized that like making multi-chromes and all of this stuff for smaller independent brands is a huge endeavor. And I'm cool with it for the most part, as long as you're honest, as long as I get it in a decent time. That's all I'm going to say about that. If it's like 3 months from the date I order it, I will survive. Yes, that is the other thing. Tava. Listen, you do not buy anything that you don't want to buy. Shop safely for you. Remember that you don't, unless you're making content, and even then, you don't have to buy anything. You be safe and be careful. Don't ruin your life. Don't ruin your life. I know that Afterpay and Klarna are wonderful, but they can also dig you into a deep ass hole. So you just make sure you be careful with your money, y'all. I can see y'all having all of these like, ooh, ouch. Wow. So this is where you get friends in the US and have them ship it to you. See what I'm saying? You buy it and have it shipped to them and then have your friend ship it to you. Because that's ridiculous. It can't be that much. It can't. Like, I feel like you need to go on the USPS. Just get a friend. Get a friend. But yeah, that is my current ADHD beauty roundup. I like doing this, and it's a fun way to like go through my makeup, because then one, I remember, like, especially if I toss videos or whatever and I don't like the video or whatever, it's a fun way for me to make sure that like y'all have seen these products that I've had for a while. Like I have a lot of stuff for a while, and then I feel like it's weird if it shows up in a bops and flops and y'all like, damn, what? Business is business. That is how business works. Like here's what I would say: if you're going to use Klarna or Afterpay, be very diligent. This is like how I do it. I'm super diligent about like looking at what I have coming out, and just like if I want to buy something else, and let's say I have like 2 more payments left of something else, I just pay those 2 more payments and then buy my other thing. Like that. Those are the things that I do for myself, because like I know, like I'm someone who lived deeply in credit card debt when I was married, and I don't ever want to do that again. it was a struggle to get out of credit card debt, especially as we were breaking up, because there were so many things that I needed and was living by myself, but like all of that. So that's that on that. Who's it? That is it. That's all the things. Again, everything's listed in the description box below with links, affiliate, some not, but I just have to tell you that it is. I'm just going to say that it all is. And I appreciate all of you who use your links, because for all of you who have been using my links, thank you very much. I just got my first payout for that. And I have the Valentino foundation coming. Listen, I had to try it for not just for myself, because I do want to try it for myself, but I also had to try it for the girls. So yeah, that's happening. So because of that, I was able to do that. So when I tell you that these things that y'all do, definitely do go back into my channel. It truly does. I got the payout, put it in, and then went ahead and bought that. And so that was good. Last notes here, compare PMG and Cleona. Honestly, if I were going to be honest, like, you cannot tell which is Cleona and which is Pat McGrath on my eye right now. And I have both on. Like, I have both of them on. You can't tell. You unless I would have to tell you, like I did at the beginning, I would have to tell you what was what. And I think that is the thing that makes both of these, they're comparable. They're comparable to one another. I think that both of them are fantastic, and each has their place. I think if you want to have a palette, and you want to buy a luxury brand palette, eyeshadow palette, then pick up a Pat McGrath palette. You know what I mean? If you are a single toe and you like the aesthetic of the Pat McGrath, especially if you really like their special shades, but you're not really into, like, I'm not really into a lot of the other shades. And if you're not really into those other shades, cool beans, then your Cleona is your deal. So I think that's the thing I like. Application wise, they're both the same. Like, there's honestly, like, I feel like I'm the only, maybe I'm not, I could be, but I just feel like there wasn't a lot of difference in between applying them. They both of them went on very easily, blended out very easily. I could use my finger, I could use a brush. So that's it. So I honestly think it just depends on what your cup of tea is. If your cup of tea is a palette and a luxury palette, and you are a Pat McGrath stan, pick it up. If your preference is singles, and you like to be able to create your own palettes and create your own adventure, choose your own adventure, then Cleona is going to be for you. But the application for me, both of them was the same to me. But what do I know? I am just a person who enjoys makeup. I am a makeup enthusiast. So, any other questions? We have like 10 more minutes before I have to run out of here and start my karaoke. Plus, I want to go see Thorn live. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, it could just be me, but I think, because the whole reason I think a lot of us get Pat is because those special shades are so special, right? And then when I got Pat McGrath after I'd already had Cleona, I think if you've never had, like, if you had one but not the other, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You're not missing anything if you have one and not the other. Bo is doing well. He is atop the blankets. Hold on. Let me see if I can get yeah, he is over there. Let me move my big ass arm out of the way so y'all can see him. He is over there having the time of his bow life. He has crawled atop all of the pillows like he does. The Uma by Sharon C compared to the OJ Oma foundation, I like the Oma by Sharon C better. The Oma by Sharon I like it better. I don't know why. Like, it feels even more like skin to me. So one, it feels even more like skin. Two, I just love the feel of it. I feel like the container, the packaging is less messy than the old one. I also just really like how easily it applies, and I use a lot less of the product because it's not as watery. I'm sorry, sir. Am I bothering you? He's like, yes, that big ass light. Yeah, PMG is really good for like one and done. And like that's how I feel about a lot of multi-chromes. If you have like the ones from Adept, one of the reasons I love multi-chromes is because a lot of amongst many of the reasons, but you can just like slide one on your eye and move on. You know what I mean? Like with these Cleonas, you can take like this shade right here. Oh my freaking goddess. It's purple. It looks purple. And then like in person, it looks purple. And then this is the color that y'all are seeing, this like gorgeous turquoisey blue, right? Then it also has pink in it. So let's see if I can get it to twist just right. So right here, you're seeing this. And now you can see the blue, green. So it's just like, oh, there's the pink, like right up here. So it's very like I love these because you just slap this on and you have like your whole thing. Everything's good. Everything is good. What'd you say? You don't think I'm alone in the Pat versus Cleona comparison, Audra? I think a lot of indie lovers get Pat and are like, okay, yeah. That was kind of the feeling I had. I did. What I'm going to say is I felt excited because I don't have luxury palettes, right? I don't have a luxury eyeshadow palette. It was the first one that I purchased. I guess, yeah, I do have the Natasha Denona. That was gifted to me or decluttered to me from Emily. So gifted, same thing. But this is the first one that I purchased and that I personally was like, I want to have this thing, right? I got it and I was like, oh, so it's just like, oh, and so like it's good, like it's not good, right? It's like fantastic, but I think if you've had Cleona and you've worn Cleona and then you wear Pat, you're like there's no discernible difference. So it just really depends on like what it is that you're looking for. Yes. Yes, one and done for multi-chromes. It's just like I think one of the fantastic like you can just slather this on your eye and walk out the door and be like, okay, I'm good. Like this is what I'm doing today. Let's see. So everything is going all right. My mom is doing really well. She is really I mean, she's doing really well since the surgery. She is moving around on her own. She drove herself places. I'm so excited she's driving herself. I'm like, yay. I don't know yet. I won't know until probably September on how well things are balancing out. Mental health wise, it's like a day to day. It's a day to day. I take it day by day. Some days are really good, and other days it's terrible. Other days I look around and like my whole house is a mess, and I don't understand how it happened. And then I get pulled out of that and get back to my normal like keeping things pretty neat and immediately taking care of things. So. But yeah, I'm mostly okay. The heat is one of the things that ruins my mental health the most. I don't like being hot. I hate being hot. I cannot stand being hot. It's like my least favorite thing in the entire world. I'm just like, it's so hot. And everybody else will be like, oh, I love summer. I'm like, do you? Do you love summer? Do you? Or do you have fond memories of summer, your childhood? I realized as an adult, I only like summer because I wasn't in school. But now I'm an adult. And so there isn't a summer break. So it's hot. And I'm outside in the heat and it's uncomfortable. I don't understand. I don't get it. Because you can take off all of your clothes and still be hot, When it's cold, you can bundle up and you're like, this is nice. I'm glad I have a blanket or whatever. I have fuzzy socks. You have all these things to help you to be warm. I'm not taking a cold shower. It's uncomfortable. For everybody who does, congratulations. That is not how my body is built. I like to take a shower that is as hot as Satan's balls, and that is me. Yes, I am old and the hot flashes are ruining me. Thank you. Like, that's the other thing. I have hot flashes regularly. You were talking about, like, there were times this winter before like the February nightmare happened here in Texas. But there were times this winter when I'd be taking Bo out in the morning and I would be like, oh my God, it's so hot this morning. I'm sweating. Because I would put on like all my sweaters so that I, wasn't freezing while I was taking him out for his walk. And then I'd look at the temperature because I'd be like, oh, it must be like, we must be having a warm day. I'd look at the temperature and it'd be like, oh, it's 31 degrees outside. I'm like, how is that possible? Because I'm hot. Like, I'm out here. I'm hot. I'm sweating. It can't be 31 degrees. But it's 31 degrees. So like, yeah. It's just hot. I hate it. I cannot live in the summer like this any longer. I am still celibate. Thank you. Topo Chico. Topo Chico, the drink of the willingly celibate. Hashtag not sponsored yet. Oh no. You get extremely tired if the water is too. Oh my God. I take such a hot shower. It's ridiculous. And the thing is, like, it's like I get in and then, first I wash my feet. Yes. I wash my feet separately. The water doesn't just like run down. I wash my feet. We're just going to say that out loud. But I wash my feet and then I wash my hands. I wash my hands in the shower. I get that that's weird, but like between each step, I wash my hands. Like, I just don't feel, I don't know. It's just weird. I have like a bar of soap that I use to wash my feet. And like, that's the first go through is like, I use this bar of soap and I have that for my feet. And like, then I use it in between all of my steps. So I like wash it's a thing. And yeah, so I just don't. That's a thing. So even if you take a cold shower, you're hot again. And the thing here is I've been staying up later than I want to just to be able to take a shower, because the thing is, because everybody will always ask, well, don't you have air conditioning? Yes, but it's very, very hot and extremely humid. Air conditioning doesn't get rid of everything. You know what I mean? Like, air conditioning doesn't just like make it not hot. So, but that is it. That is it. Before the internet decides to be shiesty to me, because I see that the storm is on its way, I am going to bounce out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you who came to hang out with me live. I appreciate all of you who watched all of this on the replay. Like, you have no idea. Mwah, mwah. Let's interact in the comments. I have been having some issues with my comments. There are ones that I thought that I responded to, and I like on the YouTube comment screen. I just want y'all to know that once I heart it, it's gone. So like, I would have to try to figure out which video it was, and I can't. So I'm literally going through comments right now and making sure I don't get the circle of death, so that like I'm actually responding to y'all. I did not forget you. But if you would do me a favor, give this a thumbs up, so then that way the algorithm goddess can do what she does best, which is continue to push me further down the algorithm so that I can continue to do whatever the fuck I want to. It costs $0 to be kind. It is so good for you. So, because I don't want to have to snatch yours. It's not going to be pleasant. Okay. Thank you. And until next time, XOXO, got the girl. Bye, y'all.